I think it's so ironic that it comes back to bite Russia.
Oh, yeah.
They had to know that, too. I guess that was part of the risk. They knew that they were running,
exactly.
but it was worth it.
This is collateral damage. What happened this weekend was collateral damage in this overall cyber war.
Right.
And it benefits them because what they want to do is out NSA. Right. If they can do that, they can force a proliferation agreement.
If you look at a book called, gosh, I can't remember it, but it's by Keith Albeck. He was the head of the Russian biological weapons program. This is back in the old Soviet Union. He defected to us as soon as the wall came down and came over in a panic and said, "You've got to clean this up because it's a mess." And what he said was, Russians, we thought you were stupid. We don't devise weapons where we can't, where you can turn them off. We will only weaponize things like the most brutal Ebola that no one has a cure for. Why drop smallpox when you guys have a smallpox vaccine? We need something where there is no vaccine. Now, I don't know if this is their thinking now, and I don't know if they were directly involved in this at all, but I will tell you that's not uncommon for the Russians. Just think, wipe it all out, we'll survive. We'll be okay.
And I think you hit the nail on the head too, because we're bickering over this. Mm-hmm. We're not even focusing on what the actual problem is. And then James Clapper went on State of the Union this weekend, and I think we have audio. Can we play that now, what he said?
The developments of the past week, very bothersome, very disturbing to me. I think in many ways our institutions are under assault, both externally, and that's the big news here, is the Russian interference in our election system. And I think as well our institutions are under assault internally.
Internally from the president?
Exactly.
Because he's firing the checks and balances.
Well, I think, the founding fathers in their genius created a system of three co-equal branches of government and a built-in system of checks and balances. And I feel as though that's under assault and is eroding.
Are you surprised at how quiet Republicans on Capitol Hill have been?
Well, I can't say. I think each senator or congressman has got to, I hope, will think in terms of their own conscience, and I can't characterize it as being surprised. I hope they'll speak up.
So, I'm going to let you make your point, because I think I know what you're, as a military guy, I think I know the point you're making. But what's amazing is how many people just screamed at their television or their iPad or their phone as they were watching us play this. Are you kidding me? James Clapper, you're telling me about a president who hasn't used his pen and his phone and his bully pulpit like Barack Obama has? You're telling me that the erosion of Congress, because those last few sentences that he said, I said when I was at Fox News about the Democrats. They're going to have to decide, do they want a constitutional republic or not? And the decision was, so now he's using this to come in and try to appeal to Americans, to conservatives and to Americans.
What you just saw was disinformation 101. I mean, literally, like if the KGB could not do it better. How this works is you take 3/4 of the truth, and which is what he said, which is the real story here is Russian interference. We should be focusing on that. But then he throws in a conspiracy theory, as if all of a sudden Clapper disappeared and Alex Jones was up there all of a sudden. And he took unsubstantiated rumors about Trump collusion with Russia. There's no evidence to that whatsoever. So but what will people, they'll concentrate on the truth and they'll mix that in and they'll just believe it. They'll just run with that from there on out.
And
that's not exactly what he said. What he said was, by Trump firing Comey, it's that putting that strain on that checks and balances.
What he's giving is legitimacy to Russian collusion with Trump.
He doesn't have evidence for this yet. What is crazy to me is that this is all speculation, and we see both political parties do this all the time. They use it for their own political benefit. What he should say is, we don't know yet. We don't have the
And while they're using it for their own political benefit, look what's happening.
Yes.
We're losing a war.
Yes, we're losing.
While we're screwing around with this, we're losing the war.
And here, if I may, I think if I could express what is happening, I really believe that in the end, some people on Trump's staff may have been, colluding with the Russians one way or another. I don't think he is that guy. I don't think Donald Trump was colluding with the Russians, but I do think some bad guys on his staff might have been. So in the end, maybe they find something on his staff. I don't think they find anything on him on that. I think we have a history of Donald Trump doing this, being this guy. Me no like Jim. Me no like Jim Comey. But he won't say nice things about me, okay? And so the guys brought in and he was like, me no like him. Okay, well, we could write something. Me no like him. And so, me no like him.
Me fire him.
Me fire him, and he's out. What happens? The press also is saying, me no like Donald Trump. Me no like Donald Trump. And so they're trying to make this into something because they know me no like him doesn't work for the American people.
Yeah, they feed off of it.